So does this look familiar to anyone? This is Ralphie in the Christmas Story, and because he chose to say a curse word, his mom decided that the bar of soap needed to go in his mouth. That happened because of his friends saying that, hey, we can say these words. But obviously Ralphie was the one that got in trouble. I'm Melissa Stanley, and I want to talk to you about how curse words in hip-hop music may play an impact on social development in children. According to kidsmatters.edu states, social development includes learning values, knowledge and skills that enable children to relate to others effectively and to continue in positive ways to family, school, and the community. Children learn in a repetition way. So imagine a child hearing over and over again a song that has curse words in it. And they learn that curse word. They might learn how the lyrics go, but do they really understand what they're saying? I would have to say no. They don't understand that at that point. But if they're exposed to this at an early age, they just think that this is normal. This was their normal way. So that will impact their social development because that's a norm to them, but the rest of the world does not see it as a norm. As a parent, when your child first blurts out that cuss word, and I guess your first reaction would be, oh my goodness. And then secondly, you might go, well, that was kind of funny. But you want them not to say this. And they're watching you for your reaction. And if your reaction influences them to continue to do it, they will. Some children might grow up in that environment where this music they're exposed to all the time, and the parents or the adult figures in their life, their reaction to when the child is singing the song, maybe doing the movements, and especially saying those curse words, if their reaction is like positive to that child is going to continue to say it and do to make that parent give them attention, because that's what a child wants. And if it's repeated continuously, then yes, that child is going to be influenced by that hip hop song and those curse words, and really they don't know what they're saying. They don't understand it. So the hip hop language can impact social development, where the curse words could cause the kids to communicate in that way. So they will take those curse words that they've heard and that they've sang and had fun singing them, and they may be having a conversation with someone out in the public, and these words will possibly come out. And they don't know what they're saying, but as an adult or another person, you could be offensive by that. So the child has to know that, this is not a normal, but unfortunately if the child grew up with that, that does feel normal to them. So that impact of having that music constantly in their life will have an impact on their social development. Just because they're hearing those words, they want to use those words also. The impact also of the hip-hop music with the curse words could determine who they socialize with in their older years as they grow up. This music will, the words in there would influence them to choose people who like the same thing as them. And this could be good and it could be bad. In teen years, the children are struggling as it is to find their individuality as it is, but this impact from the hip-hop music could really make them or break them totally. So the curse words in there, I believe, impacts the social development of children in many different ways. And I guess as a parent, we really need to kind of mainstream what they are exposed to in a younger life and continue to monitor what they listen to. And also sit down and explain to them, you know, this is not something that you say here, or that it's not something that you say there. And hopefully with that being, you know, out on the table and you talk to them, they will understand that. But I do believe it could play a role in their social development if that's what they're always exposed to, and that they don't understand that, you know, this word I'm not supposed to say. That's hard for children to really understand. That's where the parenting comes in, the support, and the adults in their life. So I guess we can reflect on Ralphie and what his predicament was in this segment with the soap in his mouth due to the curse word. And we need to think about that the hip-hop music containing these curse words may play an impact on social development in children. Thank you.